Hey, so have you done this? You mapped out your goals for 2025, clear plan, everything kind of organized. You know where you want to be at the end of the year. You know what you need to do in Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Everything seems to be going really well, except in the first couple of weeks of January, you realize things weren't going as smoothly with your team. While your individual productivity is solid, your team seems disconnected from the big picture. And despite trying various techniques to get them on board, nothing is clicking. In fact, you're starting to feel frustrated and stuck. And if this scenario feels familiar, don't worry, you're not alone, because many leaders experience this disconnect when trying to align a team around big goals, especially at the start of a new year. The key challenge isn't setting priorities. What it is setting priorities that everyone on your team is on board with. In this video, we're going to cover a few strategies you can take to make sure your team sticks to those priorities and moves forward, understands the plan, and you're all kind of moving in synchronicity. Step one is to clarify the why behind each priority. So one of the biggest mistakes that leaders do when they're setting priorities for the year is assuming that the what is enough to keep people on track. You may have clearly outlined what needs to be accomplished, but without a shared understanding of why those goals matter, your team won't feel a genuine connection to them. Think about it. If a goal seems arbitrary or unclear, it is hard for team members to really stick to that plan to achieve that goal. However, when people understand how their work contributes to a larger purpose, they feel more invested. They start by clearly communicating the why behind each priority. How does achieving this goal impact the business, the team, or even their personal growth? By framing priorities in a way that speaks to your team's values and aspirations, you create a sense of ownership and purpose that drives alignment. So step two is co-creating an action plan. So another real common mistake that leaders make is attempting to create a plan from the top down. You've got to engage your team members and create a plan together. While you may have a well thought out strategy, it's crucial to allow team members to contribute to how those priorities will be executed. When people feel like they've had a hand in shaping the path forward, they're more likely to stay engaged and committed. Co-creation fosters buy-in and helps you tap into the unique strengths and insights of your team. So schedule a collaborative meeting where your team members come in and you brainstorm about an action plan to achieve the goals for the year. Encourage open dialogue and ask questions. And just listen actively. Let them participate. You'll likely discover new ideas and solutions you hadn't considered. And more importantly, your team will feel a deeper sense of accountability for the outcomes. Step three is pretty important, and that is aligning individual roles with each priority. Even with a clear why and a collaborative action plan, if the team roles aren't aligned to that plan, it can go off center. You can have issues, and there could be motivation and morale problems. Each team member needs to know exactly how their specific responsibilities contribute to the bigger picture. Take time and sit down with each team member and discuss their role in the context of these 2025 goals. But be explicit about what success looks like for them and how their daily work ties into a broader mission. And when people see how their roles contribute to the overall action plan for the company, for the unit, man, that just spikes motivation and morale and commitment toward getting the job done. This approach also allows you to identify any potential skill gaps or roadblocks early on. If a team member feels unclear about their role or lacks confidence to execute on certain tasks, you can address those concerns before they become major issues. Step four, pretty important as well, is to build a feedback loop. Alignment isn't a one and done deal, man. It requires continual, transparent communication with team members. Be open, listen. Don't try to solve their problems, but listen to them. A lot of times those solutions will materialize, but it's quite important to hear feedback and understand their challenges and really empower them. So set up regular check-ins, weekly or bi-weekly, just to review progress and discuss challenges or celebrate wins. Be sure to encourage open and honest feedback during these meetings. Are there roadblocks slowing down processes? Is anyone feeling overwhelmed or unclear about their task? So by creating a safe place for dialogue, you ensure that these priorities are top of mind and you're creating a real sense of communication, openness, and empowerment. Finally, step 5, you've got to lead by example. And remember, alignment begins at the top. If you want your team members to stick to the plan, to be aligned to the priorities and the outcomes of the goals, then you got to show that commitment as well, because everything begins through leadership, through you as their leader at the top. So show up prepared and stay consistent and be transparent about your own progress and challenges. And when your team sees you walking the talk, they're more likely to follow suit. Remember, leadership isn't just about giving direction, it's about inspiring action through example. So really the last point is just aligning your team for success in the year, because getting your team success in 2025 isn't just about having a great plan. It's also about creating a shared mission and fostering collaboration and maintaining open communication. When your team feels connected to the why and they're involved in the how and supported in their roles, alignment becomes more than just a buzzword. It becomes a way of working. So if you're ready to take your leadership to another level, get more things done in shorter periods of time, do higher quality work, learn how to move into the zone, let me know. We here at the Mind Flow Cycle definitely can help. Be sure to check our link to a free ebook, free digital download on a 7-day blueprint for leaders to improve productivity. And again, that link is down in the description. And let's explore how the Mind Flow Cycle can help you not only set priorities, but also create the team alignment and momentum you need to achieve them. Again, I may not have said, but I'm Matt Meyer with the Mind Flow Cycle. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment on this video, and stay tuned. We'll have more leadership, productivity, performance improvement, time management, and other key topics to really help you grow in your business or in your professional life. Take care. We'll see you soon.